Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. Blow to Bitcoin as significant U.S. crypto crackdown suddenly revealed. The U.S. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency community has had a rough week, and its future is looking bleak. This week, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin warned significant new Bitcoin and cryptocurrency regulations are on their way. Minneapolis Federal Reserve President Neil Kashkari branded cryptocurrencies a giant garbage dumpster, and the Department of Justice called Bitcoin mixing a crime. However, the news has failed to much move the Bitcoin price, which remains up almost 50% since the beginning of the year. There is an extended article. I'm not going to go into it as it's just further detail on what we've just touched. Ripple becomes second largest fintech firm in the U.S., sold $500 million in XRP to fund crypto startups, stated by the report. The blockchain-focused remittance company Ripple has earned the number 2 spot on a new list of most valuable companies in fintech. The San Francisco remittance company was valued at $10 billion USD after raising $200 million USD in a Series C funding round in December. The 10 biggest fintech companies in America in 2020, according to Forbes, places Ripple in second place, just behind the payment processing giant Stripe, which is valued at $35 billion USD, and ahead of crypto exchange Coinbase, which is valued at $8.1 billion USD. Robinhood, Chime, Plaid, SoFi, Credit Karma, Opendoor, and Root round up the top 10. Ripple's valuation is partly fueled by its ownership of more than half of the total supply of XRP, the third largest cryptocurrency by market cap. Last year, the company sold $500 million USD worth of XRP, and according to Forbes, used the proceeds to invest in blockchain and cryptocurrency startups. In July of 2019, Ripple announced that it had reached the figure of $500 million in total investments through its fundraising arm, Spring. Here's a look at Ripple's sales throughout the year. First quarter was $161.42 million. Quarter 2 was $251.51 million. Quarter 3 was $66.24 million. Quarter 4 is $13.08 million. Ripple's fundraising and development arm Spring has invested in a number of crypto-based startups, including Kava Labs, Dharma Protocol, Raised in Space Enterprises, Robot Ventures, and SendFriend. The Bank of France mentions Ripple in report on CBDC, XRP USD attempts short-term recovery. Another thing that the executives at Ripple continue to mention, and we always seem to point out, is that even in the report, they have Ripple XRP mentioned as a CBDC on wholesale, as we continue to define the two. The CBDCs and most of finance have a retail side, and they have a wholesale side. Basically, you and I directly with the bank or with each other is considered retail. The bank-to-bank, more like institutional, institution-to-institution, enterprise, etc., is labeled wholesale. In my opinion, it seems like that would have to have a larger price on the XRP being a wholesale versus a retail. Time will tell if I'm correct, but my thoughts are, if you're moving larger volumes, for example, say retail, you're moving numbers in the millions, versus wholesale, which is going to move trillions and quadrillions of dollars on more of an annual volume. It seems that has to be much larger to me. For example, I think it's I believe, for example, Swift moves something around 6 trillion daily, which I think comes up to somewhere around 1.2 quadrillion annually. I believe we did some little report on that recently. I forget the exact numbers, but it's pretty much like that. So in my opinion, if it were chosen as a wholesale CBDC, or whether it's just an international bridge asset, on the wholesale level. Either way, to me, still says it has to have a large price. The Bank of Finance mentioned that Ripple's blockchain may be used for the purposes of CBDC. XRP USD recovered from the recent low, but is still below critical 28 cents. And although we had seen, I believe, as high as 34 cents on Coinbase and CoinMarket, it's currently back down to about that price today. Let's get right into where they discuss this. The Bank of France mentions Ripple. The French Central Bank mentioned Ripple's XRP in the latest report on central bank issued digital currency, CBDC. Crypto Twitter user XRP Crypto Wolf at XRP Crypto Wolf cited the paragraph from the document published by the French regulator. It says that CBDC may be used on existing public blockchains that allow integrations of other crypto assets. Units issued on the wholesale CBDC's native blockchain could be transferred to other blockchains, since the attributes of a unit of the wholesale CBDC file representing the currency unit keys enabling use may be integrated into a crypto asset circulating on another blockchain, which is possible on Ethereum and Ripple. For example, it would then become possible to use the unit on this blockchain. European authorities, along with other global central banks, are considering the idea of digitalizing their existing fiat money, thus the possibility that Ripple's technology may be used for that purpose sound exiting for XRP supporters. There is more to this article. We just wanted to touch on the XRP with the CBDCs on the wholesale market. We're going to finish off this video with what you believe and focus on becomes your reality. Again, guys, this is not financial advice. It is for entertainment purposes only. Much love and gratefulness to all of you. Until the next one.